G'day, Noxy here. Welcome to Valkyrie Racing Channel. Welcome to another how to do iRacing video. This is the short version of a coaching session I did with the team. We're just going to go through one corner in this short version, introduce the concepts such as apex, etc. Feel free to ask any questions in the comment section or join the Discord and ask me there. Please like, subscribe, let me know how this video goes for you. My liveries are done by GNR Design, link in the description. I really hope you find this helpful, and I hope it helps you find some speed in your sim racing. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Thanks. Being said, there's a couple of things too about corners that, as a general rule, you want to carry the least possible amount of distance. Yeah, as a general rule. Things change sometimes depending on the corner and what happens afterwards, but generally speaking, you want to try and take the least amount of distance possible. The reason you do that is because you are putting less stress on the car. You're turning the least amount possible, and you're traveling the least amount of distance possible. But again, that depends. So as a general rule, you want to enter the corner from as wide as possible. You want to take your car all the way to the inside of the corner at the apex, and I'll explain an apex in a minute. And then you want to exit the corner as wide as possible, generally. If a corner is like just one corner, that's what you do. Yeah? All right. So using pink, right? So we're going really fast down here. Look at that. So we're going really fast down here. Really, really, really fast. We're doing 300 k's an hour. It's all beautiful. We're going super fast. There's a braking point here somewhere. So the braking point on this, and I'll show it to you inside the car a little bit later, is the end of one of the white lines. Through here, through this corner, because we're trying to keep as much speed as possible on the entry, we're going to take the widest possible line. So we're actually going to come all the way out here. So we're braking all the way down here, but it's not super, super, super heavy braking. Yeah. It's braking pretty hard, but it's not super, super, super heavy because you're turning and braking at the same time, yeah? And then, because you're trying to carry as much speed as possible, you come out really wide here and you keep the speed up as high as you can, and you enter the corner, you turn in from as far out as possible. But your apex, so the term apex means the point at which you clip the inside of the corner. So when you come in here, your apex is actually right about here. Yeah. So you basically, from there, you're trying to swing your way in, and you want to be on the inside part of this curve from here all the way. This is really hard with a mouse, by the way. All the way in here, and you're apexing, getting the apex of the corner here. Okay. So entry phase, braking point, entry phase to the apex, and from the apex you've got the exit. So normally you would be braking, and then from this point you're down to a speed that you're happy with, using your trail braking to get you into the corner, right? And so Eric, we've talked about that, using your feet to control the car. And then from here you're trying to get speed back on again, right? So from here you'll have some power on, but probably not all of it because you don't want to slide the car too much. And then you come back out to the outside of the track out here. Oops, that last bit's not very good, is it?
Also, you actually go to the right of this the start of this part. Yeah, because when I was to the right, it was always hard for me to make the next corner.
Because I'm sitting in my rig, that's actually really hard to draw the corner properly. So you do come all the way out, but also from there, because you've got like a chicane coming straight up, you want to go a little bit back to the left for the next part. So every corner you think about the next thing. So let's go through that. So coming down here super fast, it's a sweeping corner. It's not a hairpin, so it's not the latest possible brake because you won't make extra time. You can brake a little bit earlier here and just control your braking. Keeping the speed up going as wide as you possibly can for the entry, which in this case is actually off the track. I don't know why they bother putting a white line there. And then once you've got enough speed off it, using your trail braking to get the front wheels to take some grip, and then bringing it back in from the entry of the corner, which is as wide as possible, to the apex of the corner, which is, so this is a left-hander. The apex is on the left-hand side, so you're clipping the inside of the corner about halfway through the full turning bit, and then from the point where you get your left-hand wheels on the corner, then it's power down. But George, not immediate power necessarily. This is a third gear corner in this track, so you can so you can get the power down pretty early, and then floating it out. So this is the least distance possible, right? So let's think about that. This is a triangle. Yeah, well, kind of.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, topography of the universe isn't quite flat, mate. So the hypotenuse is the shortest distance between these 2 points, right? This is the longest distance between these 2 points. If this was a corner, how am I going to draw this? So let's say that's the outside of the corner, and that's the inside of the corner. Then clearly you want to take the hypotenuse. Yeah? That's the theory. That's what a corner is. Yeah?